got him! Woo! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I can't!
No.
Welcome back, everyone, for Grinding It Out, third episode for our podcast. And today we got a special treat for you. We're actually going to do our own arbitrary video game awards. How you doing, Bad? How's the wife and the kids, your life, and all that?
Still alive, I think.
And check your pulse.
If you call that living.
Anything new with you this past week?
Anything new? Oy, I don't know. I've just been grinding it out with my thesis still. I mean, that's the same thing that we're doing every week. But in terms of like anything new, I don't know. Like Christmas is like just around the corner, 5 days away from right now when we're recording. Have you done all your Christmas shopping, or did you have any to begin with?
I didn't know. I didn't have to do Christmas shopping because I'm jobless right now. And
so,
I mean, we're students.
Whoa, hold on. Don't just like bunch me up in this.
Hey, well, okay, your situation's different. But yeah, you actually have a job, part-time job. So, but yeah, no. I guess yes. I was only able to afford a few gifts for Emily, but that's pretty much it.
What'd you get her?
Birthday.
Or is it still a surprise?
It's still a surprise.
I see.
So when she comes back for a trip, we'll be like, bam, here's her gift. She's like, oh, you should have. At least I'm hopeful. At least I hope so.
Just like that. Oh my god, you should have.
Probably tells me, he's like, how much thesis did you get done? Look at my shot list.
Woman, get off my back.
Quite a bit, honey. I'm working on it.
So yeah, so I got kids that I had to go shopping for, and then I had nieces and nephews that we had to like go around finding stuff, and oh my gosh, it was such a nightmare because I have this cousin, or well, I guess second cousin's kid who only likes dinosaurs, and we had such a hard time finding that. You wouldn't think that we'd have such a hard time, but we went through like Target and Myers, and Costco, and before we settled on one toy. It's kind of dumb.
Ow.
Yeah, dinosaur toys are. I don't know if they were just like sold out of everything or what, but like, yeah, it was like he literally only likes dinosaur toys.
I think maybe the dinosaur toys are going out instinct.
Okay.
Get it?
Wah,
Get it?
wah.
Wah. Damn it! You kept on talking. I just wanted. It's fine. My timing was off. It was a great joke, guys. It was a great joke.
The best that you've ever heard.
The best.
Some say.
I'm surprised you.
It was just weird.
That was difficult.
We might just like settled on one after we just saw it. It was like, yo, that's it. We're done. But I mean, it's a pretty cool toy. I think it's like from the Jurassic Park movie. I mean, I don't think he'll be able to tell. He's only like 3.
I guess they would sell. It's only 3. He's still gotta love it no matter what.
It makes dinosaur noises. That's all that
Only
matters.
places I can think about dinosaurs. Oh, that's true. Only dinosaur toys I remember seeing a lot was in like museums.
Well, when was the last time you looked for dinosaur toys, though?
I mean, last time I ever looked at toys was... Actually, I don't remember.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to. Besides working on the thesis, and then just like, oh, and I photoshopped my parents' family photos. I composited us into like these, these really old vintage looking oil paintings, and so like for my brother, I printed his on a throw blanket or fleece blanket, and he lives in Japan, so I don't know when he's gonna get his. I don't think I'm gonna ship it, because I think shipment costs more than the gift itself. So I'm gonna just wait for whenever he comes back, send him a picture of his present, and just keep it wrapped up under the tree for him. But for my parents, their Photoshop picture, I had I printed it on the picture and like framed it. And then I also got them like a pillow, a 22 by 22 pillowcase that got printed on, and I just had to like find a pillow to put that in. Anyways, that's their gift. Also, since Heather won't know, I also got her like I don't think she really like hears me right now, but I got her a onesie. Yeah.
Aww.
Because,
Wait.
you know, she likes to loaf around the house all day. No, she loves to
We
like
should
sit on the
stop.
couch a lot, so I got her a onesie, so she's always talked about 1-1.
That's cool. We need to stop making these bad jokes. Anyway. Cringe. Anyway. But that's cool. What's up with you? Didn't you do something ridiculous for your family's, like a picture of yourself or something? On something?
Oh,
like 2
last
Christmases ago.
Christmas, so I think I mentioned before that I got a GTX 1080 thanks to my dad helping contribute a part of it, for a portion of it. And so what I did was I photoshopped that, there was this like really cringy like laser cat photo that was pretty popular back in the day, or back a few years ago. Anyways, I photoshopped me into that picture with like my GTX 1080, and so like it's like me holding my graphics card box, just looking up at this like a top right corner, like super happy and stuff.
Oh my god.
That was pretty funny.
Like, I would like you to take a picture and show it. So, so exactly. I mean, you don't have to, but
I honestly don't know where the blanket went. I gave it to my parents, so it was a pretty big hit. Everybody laughed at it, and and I think they stored it away somewhere. They didn't like hang up the blanket or anything like that.
Oh, this is funny. Yeah, thanks. Son.
My dad was even like, "Where should we put this? Should we put it on our bed?" And my mom's like, "You're crazy. Hell no."
This is what your archery gave you.
Isn't that why we went to art school?
Yeah, just make these awesome gifts for people.
Spreading joy. Oh shit, it's nighttime already. I've been here like trying to
that's
prepare
what-
and stuff.
I'm over here waiting for the zombies to go out so I can tear down these walls.
Oof. So yeah. Anyways, you want to get started on the list of games? Because I have a few. I don't know if you made a different list on top of what I made, but I've got mine up.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I overlap, but I'm curious about the answers. So, pew pew pew, lasers, lights, and smokes, and more lasers, and this is our Bad and Toki Game Award intro.
Stop. Just
Oughta
stop. So, by the way, this is funny because, like, I don't have your list, but you had my list. But
I sent
this
you
will
a
be
list.
Did you? Where?
I mean,
hold on, I'm
on the
looking for it
last
now.
minute on Discord.
Wow, literally right before he recorded. Okay,
Right
okay,
before.
that's fine.
All right, you go first.
All right, so yeah, okay? Best game with best waifu you can never have of the year. And
What?
yeah, best game with the best waifu you can never have of the year. So basically, it's like the waifu that you want, a waifu that you see in the game, but you can't have her because she's somebody else's waifu
Oh, well,
in game.
you just fight back. Oh, okay, in game.
Mine was Parvati from Outer Worlds.
Really?
Yeah, man. I did like her side quests. Her side quest became my main quest. Every time it was open, I just did it first. It's like, holy crap. I'm so getting you on this date.
Oh yeah, and you actually I was excited being a wingman for her.
Yeah, I mean,
Help her get that day.
I just couldn't stop. I was like, oh my gosh, you're so adorable. I just want to keep going.
Right.
But there was like moments where like it went to a different planet, so then it became hard. So like you couldn't, I guess you couldn't really progress until you like moved on with the main quest.
Right.
So, but
That's
yeah, I just
great.
kept going at it whenever I had the chance. That was pretty fun.
I don't have anyone besides her too, because like I was thinking like beginning the game, like I wanted. She's cool. I like her. I like her cute little awkwardness type of thing, and like, and I find out like, yeah, as soon as we find out like how she started talking to this one person, and like, yeah, I like this person. And you're like, oh, I want to help you. My goal is to date the Pivani. Went out the window. Instead, be a best wingman ever.
Like,
Don't
I'm
have-
so gonna get you boned, or you're gonna go down to Bone Town.
Pretty much.
Oh, jeez. Maybe going outside was the bad idea right now.
It's funny because I was thinking about her too for that list. So I'm like, I have no one that is different.
All right, so what's one that you have?
The worst coming back video game. The worst coming back to video game, but yet you enjoyed it secretly.
What do you mean by coming back? Like a game
So-
that you stopped playing and came back to?
Yeah, because it's like too toxic or you're frustrated.
Oh,
It's a
this
stupid
sounds
game.
like it's leading up to something that I already know.
What's yours then?
I don't know. I guess I keep coming back to Overwatch.
It is a stupid game.
Like a game that I keep coming back to. Like there's not too many games I just come back to. So I would say Overwatch. Still one of my favorite pastimes for FPS games.
It's still pretty good.
And let me guess yours.
Yeah,
Is it
guess what's mine?
within the realm of League of Legends?
That was one of them. Yes, League of Legends, the
One
worst
of 'em.
one.
Would it be
I went back
Hearthstone
to
too?
Hearthstone. Yeah.
So yeah, Hearthstone.
Mm,
That's actually one that you're spending money on, right? Where it matters. League of Legends
I mean, League of Legends spending money.
doesn't matter.
No, it does. Skins give you power that no one could understand until they actually have one.
Whoa!
buying
Are you
cosmetic-
serious?
Mm.
I guess
No,
I didn't know
cosmetic
any of
doesn't
this. I
Yes.
never played the game. You could have totally lied to me.
There's a reason why League of Legends prize pool is so high, because everyone buy those cosmetic skins. It
Hmm.
gives unlimited powers. It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
isn't there like some truth to some of that though? Like, I thought there was
No.
like unlockable stuff, and like, I remember when I played, there was well, the short amount of time I played, there was like talents, and like you can pay for some of the stuff. I don't know.
No, talents, runes, whatever, that comes with levels. The
Okay.
cosmetic stuff doesn't play a part. It just makes you look cool. That's it.
I see.
But it's free to play, but you spend real money if you like, or in-game currency to get champion stuff. So it does. I like it how free to play games I spend more money on than the actual games I'll pay and buy. You know, it's like Street Fighter. Son of a mother. I don't know.
Yeah, how much were the season passes for Street Fighter again?
They're like $25.99, and I did all
All the seasons?
every year, all the seasons.
Nice.
And they came out with a champion edition. It's like, oh hey, here's everything you can get under the same price range.
But yeah,
Are you
there's
kidding
like
me?
something about like free games where like you don't feel like you're obligated to buy it, so it kind of makes you want to.
And it
guess.
does support the developers. I mean, Warframe,
Yeah, whatever
I
helps you
spend
sleep
like
at night.
I remember spending money on Warframe because, you know, instant buy, get the Warframes without farming and wait for 3 days for each part. So yeah.
Yikes.
But yeah, League of Legends. I've been playing that with a friend of mine, which actually, mutual friend.
Yeah, Daniel.
Daniel. He like got into it because the streamers he watched like plays League of Legends, and so he's like, I don't understand this, and it looks boring, and so he's like, I'm gonna play it to understand it, and he's having fun with it, and
Big
he's always
mistake.
been trying to be positive in chat, so it's really funny because some people think he's trolling. He's like, nah, I'm new, we got this guy, you guys are doing a great job.
Wow, gee whiz, what a kill. Good job.
It was funny. But yeah, I've been playing with him. I made a new account and just leveling up with him.
Oh, wow, that's serious then. You made a new account for him.
I don't want to. Well, because okay, so like I got back my primary account.
Yeah.
It's just that I don't want him I don't want him play against people around my level because like one, they're experienced, two, he's not going to learn stuff because he's going to get his ass kicked. It's like, what just happened? So like that's why I made a new account. So I'm like going along with him playing against people while around our level.
Sure.
in
He asked me to
matchmaking.
play the game with him, but I don't know if I'm gonna touch it.
You should join with us. Experience with us.
Yeah, it sounds lame.
It's a lot more fun with friends. It's definitely a lot more fun, and that's part of the reason why I went back into it. Mainly, I only went back to play with him. I have not done solo Summoner Rift.
I thought you did. You
I
told me
mean-
that you did. I thought.
Oh, I did one game. Yes, I did. I lied.
Yeah,
I am
just one
sorry.
game. All right.
All right, 2 games.
Oh my gosh, who knows how deep this is? Anyways, moving on. Best game you were excited to play in 2019, but it got delayed to 2020. So this is kind of why I gave you a list, because like some of this, I feel like it's hard to come up with on the spot.
Yes,
oh
it
no.
is. Hmm.
Goddamn vultures. So mine is Doom Eternal. I played the previous Doom game and I was super into it. It's really fun. And the monster designs, dude, those are so freaking wicked. Like if you actually watch there's like some videos out there that shows the artist making it and the 3D models, and it's super impressive. Like I really enjoy everything about it. The heavy music and everything, like it's really for me. And then so Doom Eternal came out in wait, I'm getting this mixed up. I think it got pushed to March and was gonna come out in November. I was really bummed about it, but I was you know, at the same time I'm understanding about it. It's just like, oh man, I was so looking forward to playing it this year.
I have not played any of the new Doom games.
There's
I
only
have one of them.
I think. Or at least there's only
I'm mixing
one
with
that I know of.
Wolfenstein.
Oh,
Sorry,
gotcha.
I'm mixing up.
Yeah, this is the second new Doom game that's... you know.
Yeah. So that's cool. I have not. I need to play the latest one. I watched speedruns. It looks a lot of fun. It looks crazy too. It looks like chaotic.
It's extremely chaotic, dude. But it's like the whole point. You feel like a total badass playing the game.
Yeah.
I mean, in a weird way, it is like Wolfenstein, because in Wolfenstein, you're just like killing Nazis left and right. And you just feel
That's
very
true.
empowering. So like in this, like you're just killing a bunch of demons left and right. So it's not too far-fetched that they're like similar. It's kind of why I like the Wolfenstein games too. Except I didn't play the co-op one with the sisters. We looked into it, right? And then we were kind of excited, but then it got bad reviews.
Yeah, we're just like, we don't want to spend the money.
A lot of people were saying, nah.
Yeah, I watched a little bit from Jesse Cock and Dodger playing it, but they didn't finish the whole thing, I don't think. I don't know, it wasn't interesting to watch. I mean, they were fun to watch playing it, but the game itself just like, I don't know, it just...
Sure. I didn't watch any gameplay.
Yeah, generic. It just looks kind of generic.
Alright, so, yeah. Did you have one game in mind?
Yes.
Oh my
It will
God.
be... It will be like Guilty Gear. For some reason, I thought it's coming out in this year. But it was announced like, you know, what, a few months ago, like a couple months ago. So I
Wait,
don't know why I thought
the
that.
new one?
Yes.
Oh.
Because like I mean, I like Guilty Gear, and like I kind of regret for not getting into it when it came out online. But yet again, I heard online was bad. But yeah, I just I don't know why. I thought it was gonna come out in this year. I was like, yeah. Wait, what?
Oh, like after watching
right.
the CG stuff.
Oh my god, yes. It's
Impressive stuff, yeah. Well, that's just
I
like
wanna play
human.
it.
That's just like human error, though. It didn't technically get delayed, but yeah, I'll take it.
Oh, I see. Okay. There's actually not a game like that that got delayed, because like all the games I want to come out this year did.
Oof. There's another one that I can think of that I was sort of bummed about. Is Animal Crossing. The new
Really?
Animal Crossing got delayed, and I've been kind of checking them all out, most of them out. I didn't get the Wii one, or did I?
All right.
I don't think I did. But that's okay.
Emily is like, can't wait that game come out. She wants it now.
I mean, it's kind of like one of those. It's one of those Zen-like games that I enjoy. Stardew Valley's one of those too. All right, so what's on your list next? Oh shit! Fuck are these?
What is it? I'm trying to get the list. I'm sorry.
I need some like health regen. How do you regen health?
Potions, campfire.
Campfire.
So, what's the okay? So the so mine's like, what's the best unexpected game that you were surprisingly enjoyed? So something you're like, I know I don't gonna like this. I think this is gonna be dumb. I don't think I'm gonna enjoy it. And you got it, and you're like, oh, this is really fun. Holy crap!
Oh, 100th blue slime. Nice. I don't know. What's yours first, since it's your list or your idea?
MK11, Mortal Kombat 11.
Nice.
So when I was streaming, a lot of people are asking me, it's like, hey, are you planning to get to Mortal Kombat 11? Because it came out. It's like, nah, I'm not gonna get it. It's not my thing. I never liked Mortal Kombat. I don't like the fatalities. It's too gory, and also I don't know. I didn't really enjoy playing MK9X a little bit, so I'm just like, it's not my thing.
Okay.
Then I got it because viewers were asking, and holy crap, like I had a lot of fun. I forgot how fighting games can be fun sometimes.
What do you mean? You were training for Street Fighter V.
That's true.
So what do you mean by that? Is that not
by that? I'm not trying hard. I just play to have fun. I don't care about my rank points and stuff like that. With Street Fighter, I want to be good. I'm trying to be good, and I forgot how to have fun with it because all I've been doing is trying to get good and get frustrated because I'm stuck in gold. And so, yeah, MK11. I didn't. It's not the game like. It's not. It's more of like I personally don't like Mortal Kombat's game style, fighting mechanics. I never really enjoyed it. Injustice, I really enjoy it because like I like Justice League. I mean, I like comics, but like I did the story mode and that was it. I didn't really enjoy playing the game itself. It just feels weird.
It does feel
but
weird.
But MK11 feels good. I know a lot of people complain about it, but I like the footsie gameplay with it.
I think I'm about to die.
Well, I didn't improve anything. But yeah, MK11. That was a surprisingly enjoyable game for me.
Okay. Oh, no. Damn it. Okay. Whew. So yeah, game that I didn't expect to like. I guess I would have to go up to, like, Underlords or TF2. Auto chess genre in general. I didn't think that I would like those kind of games. Although...
I remember what you said. You're like, this is stupid. Why people enjoy this?
It is stupid. I don't like watching people play it. But me playing is kind of different. It's still kind of, like, overwhelming. Like, playing TFT. There's a lot of things to get used to that I'm not really... I don't feel like I'm acquainted enough to play the game. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff like, I don't know good... Like, I have to, like, stare at a tier list all day. But, like, a lot of times, like, I find that, like, I've played better when I just use my instincts to, like, just build a random annoying... Like, the most annoying build that I can think of. And some, like, my best wins would be, like, doing, like, all Warden and Poison or Electric or Assassin and Poison. Like, I get pretty far with those.
Those are top tier metas. What the fuck, dude?
I just think of, like, this is the most annoying thing that can happen.
Right.
And so, like, that's it. Okay. But the game's just, like, there's so much shit going on, and, half the time I can't decide. I can't decide, like, what I want right away, but I guess that's just something that comes with time, but I don't know, I enjoyed it. I don't know if I'm gonna stick with, like, getting good at it, but it's, like, it's still kind of just fun, just, like, try new builds every time.
That is, like, my next part of the, you know, unexpected game. I thought auto chat was a silly idea, and like, but it was like a lot of people enjoying it, and there was a hype. I'm like, why? I'm gonna try it. I'm like, and then somehow it ends up like 1 hour one game become 10 games in a day. So that was weird. I didn't understand that.
I still don't like watching it though. Like, it's not one of those games I enjoy just zoning out to.
Right, same. It's a good game to fall asleep to. If you need a bit of ASMR and you find that YouTuber, yeah, it's just I watch it and just like I'll doze off.
I don't think I've ever tried using video games as ASMR. That's interesting.
I do that with Street Fighter.
That's even more interesting.
It's because of the... It's funny because my previous roommate, she's like, I enjoy watching you play Street Fighter. Well, mainly just being in the room because like the sound effects, it's just very soothing to her and her boyfriend too. It was really funny because they were just like, I was sometimes playing in the living room, hanging out, and they're just like, they just enjoy watching me playing Street Fighter and just like listening it while they're doing stuff. It's really funny. It is relaxing. I mean, it's relaxing to me too.
All right.
But yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it for that list.
All right. So next is me, right? So best grind game of the year. So best grind game of the year. What game? Obviously, we're playing Terraria right now, but something that we had to like spend in a stupid amount of time playing. And so this one would have to be Borderlands 3 for me. Like, just getting to the top level, I feel like that was a bit of a grind. Well, the story mode was fun, but then getting yourself up to the rest of the way, that was mostly a grind. So yeah, I didn't mind playing that game. Like, it's a game that actually rewards you for doing so, where other games I feel like can be a hit or miss with that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Borderlands 3 is a recent one that I can remember that I agree with. I think it's a good grind when you beat the story mode and just focus on like doing the slaughter shaft and like those runs. I think those were fun. A lot of times, like the early like Mayhem 1, Mayhem 2, I just turned my brain off. So and I think I was watching the British baking show while I was doing those the arena fights and farming those.
Okay.
But this year, I think this is like the only grind game we played. Or no, I think that's the only grind game I played this year. No, Path of Exile. I played Path of Exile.
When did Path of Exile come out? Or do we count that?
Path of Exile is one of those ongoing games. It's been out for many years.
So I'm saying, like, sure, it might have gotten a big update. I don't think it was released in 2019.
I will agree. I think, I'm along with you. Borderlands 3, because I can't think of any other games that is grindy. Even looking at the list beforehand, what games that we grind that, unless you want to talk about grinding ranks.
Well, we personally didn't play together. That works too. Another game that I can think of is that Ghost Recon game that you played.
That was a fun one.
Okay.
That was Division 2. That was a fun one. I like that one. I like exploring that one. It's
that one compared to Borderlands 3 though?
I prefer okay, so
when you had to like put your hands like up and like, okay.
Well, okay, so different guns and abilities, like I think like Borderlands 3 is a lot more fun with that. And the grinding isn't that bad. It's more of like I have a disappointment with Division 2 because I enjoy that game. I just didn't have a clan, and the way they're doing their dungeon setup, like couldn't find any group. It takes a long time, or I could not find any group because there's a bug to join a group for dungeons and raids. So I didn't get really experience. Kind of like Destiny 2, like. I think I'll enjoy those games a lot more than Borderlands 3, but since the online capacity is kind of shit, finding a group and stuff, Destiny 2 dungeons are not that fun after you do it a couple times, in my opinion. But they're kind of like underneath Borderlands 3 because of that.
I guess that's hard to like assess the Division 2 dungeons if you haven't tried them a lot then.
Right, and I just couldn't do them because of I couldn't get into a group. Sure, I could join with a clan, but I didn't want to join a clan.
So that was like bad game design that it didn't work, or how's this? I haven't played the game, so I'm just genuinely wondering. Was it like Division 2, where you had to find your own group? And not Division 2, but Destiny 2, because we talked about how that's kind of annoying. There's no looking for group.
Destiny 2. Yeah, but with Destiny 2, they actually did like looking for group, set up. But the raids,
yeah, raids you couldn't. That's what I meant.
The raids you couldn't, and that was frustrating because
I imagine that's what you were talking about.
Yeah, that's
so
Division 2.
In Division 2, even just the regular dungeons, not the raids, you had to look outside the game in the third party.
Yes, but no. Because they actually have the auto join to a group, thing.
But it doesn't
like looking
work,
for
so you
group.
might as well just say
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You can't just say like
No,
yes
that's
and
why I
no.
said. That's why I say yes and no. It's like yes, but technically they do have this thing.
You
It just
can't
didn't
even
work.
like give him that. You have to say if it's broken, it's broken. Then so then yes. You had to go.
In my opinion, it was broken, yes, and it was frustrating.
All right.
Yes, I think it's a good game, and I think exploring was good. Diversity, though, class diversity, that's another subject.
Well,
Anyway.
we don't need to go too much into nitty gritty details of like the
Yeah.
game. But yeah, that's cool. So we're sticking with Borderlands 3 then.
Yep.
All right. So next up, your turn.
This is between you and I, definitely. So, what is the best father/spouse combat story?
Huh?
Kind of like one. Okay, so remember when we did like our early playthrough, we did like a lot of horror games. A lot of it's like the significant other or the father fucks something up and they're trying to redeem themselves in some way.
Oh, I see what you're
So
saying.
yeah, so which one's like the best for you?
Oof. So I don't think this came out this year, but it would have been God of War for sure. But for 2019, oof. Well, why don't you tell me yours first while I think about mine?
The Chinese one or the Vietnamese one? Forgot the title. Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
It's the only horror game that I enjoy.
You're telling me you didn't make a list of all the games you chose? Okay.
I forgot to look up the. It's the one that's got like the Chinese president band.
Devotion.
Devotion, thank you.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
That one that one's the only one out of all the games we play. That one's like the best one. It just it wasn't just the jump scares. It was also like the narration and the atmosphere and the situation that he's going through is very. I empathize, not empathize. I guess I empathize and I feel what the character's feeling and the motion, and it's just like, oh, this is really uncomfortable. And the ending.
Yeah, it was like an unsettling thing all throughout.
Yeah.
I did like how the game just like kind of breadcrumbed it pretty well for a horror game. I mean, most horror games do that, right? They kind of like leave a trail, and then like it just like
Yeah.
leads you to like wanting to know more. But the game was, yeah, it was pretty astounding. Good stuff. Phew, this is a hard one. Because it's so oddly specific.
It is.
I'm trying to think of like what other horror games we have played. But
It has a.
it has like the same like concept or whatever.
Am I wrong? I'm pretty sure like most of the horror games, like the parents, you're playing the significant other, and the parents, like the father mainly, is just they f something up and they have to redeem themselves.
Sure, some of you done goofed up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, for lack of a better game to plug in, I guess Devotion would have to be it. It's just so oddly specific, I can't find one that's good. Because, like, of all the horror genres that are similar to that we played, it would have to be that. Devotion was really good. Although I hated the freaking mannequin scene. That's just too much.
That was my favorite part.
Of course. I think you're only saying that, though.
No, I'm being serious.
Alright. Yeah, Devotion would have to be it, because it was just still too good. It's a shame that they never put it back up. I think I looked a couple times. They never put the game back up.
Because Chinese rule the game industry.
Yeah, I guess. Like, even if once they, like, took away the thing that resembled the president, they still couldn't put it back up.
Nice.
Alright, so my next one would be best soundtrack in a game you wouldn't mind looking up on Spotify.
Oof.
Oh man, I accidentally drank a potion. Bummer. Anyways, so mine is, what is mine? Katana Zero. That's right. Katana Zero was pretty epic. I enjoyed that game a lot.
I did not. I need to listen to that then.
The soundtracks was all the point of the game, or well, I wouldn't say it's the point of the game, but your samurai dude would, like, before he went on missions, before he started every mission, he would just like put in the soundtracks, and it was really cool. What also a lot of people might not know playing the game is that it's only part 1 of I don't know how many series, but it's not finished.
Really?
Yeah, so if you watch the ending, it's still going. It's it's not like a close and ending. It gave you a lot of details or lore, but it didn't conclude the game.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what else they come up with. Oh my gosh, this might be a problem.
So, I would have. This year? Okay.
Yeah,
I think
this year, 2019.
I don't know about. Shut up. So with me, I don't have Spotify. I don't like Spotify.
Sure.
I listen just through YouTube. So I will just voice this out. Like Celeste. Oops, I need to stop doing that. Celeste is like, I know that game came out like last year or a couple years ago. He died. So that one I've been listening to a lot actually. But I think I'll say Deltarune. I think that came out this year, or River City Girls, because I enjoyed the soundtrack on that one too.
That's interesting because you didn't even play the game, did you? You just like enjoy
What, Deltarune?
No, River City Girls.
I have it, but I only played like an hour because like
you have River City Girls
on the Switch.
Oh,
with Emily, it just they never. Our Switch controllers is we have this Joy-Con problem with the stick, so that's the reason we don't touch the Switch anymore because we can't. It's like we could buy a new one, the new Joy-Con, but like people are experiencing the problem with the new ones, so we just kind of like, well,
that's weird because I don't have that problem.
We can talk about it. But yeah. That's the reason, I told you this. I told you I got the Switch. I just could not play it.
I know you had the Switch. I didn't know you had the game.
Yeah. So we had that. But yeah, the soundtrack's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. I will say Deltarune, same person who did
Whoa, how do I
Undertale,
get out of here?
So it's pretty fun. I'm still working on it. I'm working on it.
Well, I need to get back to my stuff.
Oh.
Deltarunes, yeah, I've seen that. I just haven't played it. So, wait. Yeah, I already announced that. Mine was Katana Zero.
So that's me.
Yeah, your turn.
All right. So, what is your best disappointing game that you still like? It's a disappointing game, but you still somewhat enjoyed it somehow.
Wait. So we played it enough to keep going, but then it's disappointing.
Yes.
I don't know. What's yours?
I don't have it.
What? I see.
I want to know yours because like
mine would have to be Kingdom Hearts 3. I still kind of thoroughly enjoy it, but it is a bit of a letdown with I don't know how to explain it. a lot of it's the story. It's kind of wonky.
All right.
The combat looks like the most polished part of the game, so I kind of like that. But it's also very repetitive, and it's one of those like most hyped up games of the year. I want to say, I don't know, century. But it was like, yeah, I don't know. I just couldn't like it. I still play it from time to time because, you know, it's Disney, and my kids like watching me play Disney shit.
Right. I will. Okay, again, it's Division 2. It's
all right.
I enjoyed that game. It's just like I was disappointed, like how I couldn't complete it or play it all the way through.
Yeah.
So
that's like probably the most frustrating thing to have, like a game that you enjoy but you can't play, especially if you don't have friends that want to play the same game as you do. Oh, Remnant. Anyways, so
what was that?
Remnant.
What are you talking about?
We don't have enough people to enjoy that game. Well, we could have had a third person. I think it would have been more enjoyable with third person. They have a full party, and then just nobody plays that game now.
Right. I thought it would be like those.
There's like a core base player count thing.
I thought it was gonna keep going, but I guess I was wrong. It was a fun game.
Very wrong. Anyways, so next one, kind of related to what we just said. Best letdown of the year. This overall bad, I guess, is what I was going for. Biggest letdown. So mine was Anthem. I think it's still a shit show. It continues to be a shit show. And it was one of those games that, like, I had high hopes for, seen it at E3, but complete flop. This is also, like, maybe hand in hand with the new Fallout game, too. Goddamn Tom Howard.
Yeah, I think I'm along with you on those lists. Anthem looks pretty cool. I was like, oh, this could be a lot more fun than Destiny 2. Nah.
It does look pretty legit. The graphics look cool.
Right. The visual and the presentation looks cool. The gameplay was pretty boring, what I've been told, or there wasn't much essence. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I forgot. I guess like a lot of people didn't enjoy it.
There's a lot of problems. And one of them was that, like, so I remember reading about this glitch that they had where, like, it gave you a lot more rewards or items than it meant to. And that was a bug glitch. And people were like, no, that's the best part. Or this is the best it's ever been. And then they tuned it down because they did. Because, like, they had these, like, pay-to-win stuff that you can, like, do to get more loot or something. And so it was, like, more like along with Borderlands 3. They took it away, and the community shouted, was, like, crying for it to come back. And then they never brought it back.
Like, people, like, it seems like I hate the fact that it's like, oh, we want to make you guys pay for this stuff, you know, to have fun with the game. Even though you already spend, like, you know, what is $60 for the game?
Yeah.
It's so frustrating to hear that.
The most embarrassing part about the game is that how once it had like a kind of like an embarrassing launch, so they had a roadmap to fixing everything, right? This roadmap, it entailed. I think it was in different acts. It took them a lot longer to release their first act, mind you. And so by the time they released their first act, I think it was like a few months delayed, which is kind of funny on its own. And then they just gave up because not enough people came back. So then they just like just kind of like reneged the whole roadmap thing because it just wasn't working. They're like, well, we're just moving on to something else. And my guess is Dragon Age.
Which will be another disappointing game.
Hopefully not. I like Dragon Age. But yeah, that's the biggest letdown. And then we can talk about Fallout a little bit if you want, but holy crap. I mean, do we really need to say any more about this besides the subscription? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I can't even fathom what's going on in their heads over there.
What is it, E3? Like, you know, Tom Howard and, you know, they have a bunch of stuff and they's like, oh yeah, Fallout 76 is, try it. We listened what you guys said and we fixed a lot of the problems and we have, you know, NPCs and all that stuff. And it's free this week. Everything. That's half true. You only play the base game. Yeah, and the subscription, the server, and it's just a joke. I think Tom Howard is he's trolling us. He's just, it's 76 is a mess.
I don't know. Sounds like he's trying to get fired to me.
I think so too. It's like, how can I get fired?
How can you be like this disconnected from your audience? That's the biggest question. But anyways, yeah, you go on ahead to what did you pick, by the way? I guess you were kind of just agreeing with what I said. I didn't hear what you picked. So like biggest letdown. Which
honestly,
one was a bigger letdown for you?
I would have to say Remnant of the Ashes.
Ooh, biggest letdown?
Because like, it's more of a letdown because like, it didn't survive. It was more of that. And like, the gameplay, when people say it's like, oh, it's Dark Souls like, watch, I'm kind of leery about it. I don't know, it felt really easy as well. And it wasn't really a bit challenging. Like none of the after the first two bosses, like all other bosses that I played against, like seems really easy. Except for one. One was difficult, but like all the bosses I just one-shot because like, I don't know, they just seems like the fights were not, it didn't feel much
Were we on normal mode?
you and I were in normal mode.
Okay.
But I did hard and it was just like, it wasn't that hard.
Okay.
And like, it died. You know, I thought there's more stuff. I think the weapons they came up with is really cool. You know, I thought it was gonna be, you know, keep going, but yeah, it was more a letdown because it died. Not more like I was disappointed. Because I already list out disappointment with Division 2. And I do agree with you with the Fallout and the other Anthem.
I would argue that those
Anthem,
two games are a bigger letdown just because they were literally unplayable.
I agree. I just want to throw something down on the different on the list.
Remnant was at least fun. The time I had playing with you, that was still fun, in my opinion. And so, like, we didn't even get a chance. I didn't even want to play those games because, like, this is how awful everything sounded. Right off the bat, people were just like, yeah, this game is broke as fuck. So, I'm not gonna pay money for a broken game. That's just not how that works. And you know, just like hope that they fix it? Nah. Nah.
Nah.
Look at Fallout 76. How did that turn out? And that was Bethesda, so I mean, good on you, Bethesda.
Well, now we have the Outer Worlds. I kind of wish it's a little bit longer. I still haven't played it, but a lot of people's like, oh, it doesn't last that long, or it's like
right
30 hours.
They didn't have a big
30 hours still
budget.
pretty.
That's the problem.
Right.
But they did announce new DLCs for it, so that's cool.
Right.
And I can't wait to see what they come up with next.
This is gonna be a related topic, a related list actually. What was the it's more of, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. What is the best unexpected animation that got you into the game? Or got you really hyped into it? Like the cinematic trailer, music video, or like the animation itself was like, wow, this is really good. I was not expecting that. And that kind of
Okay.
want you to play the game more.
What's yours? What's your answer?
I don't know what to pick. My two of them is,
all right.
I mean, this is hard. This is why we talk. One, True Damage music video. That's part of the reason why I want to try League of Legends again.
It's not even related. I mean, yeah, I guess you got the
music
characters.
video, animation.
All right, now go on.
And I know sounds weird, but the Outer World animation it's surprised me because when you play those sandbox games, like they just stare at all the NPCs just stare at you like they're dead with their soulless eyes, like Bethesda. And also like BioShock games, they just stare at you and not really emo and must up wiggle and stuff like that. And I get it. They have a system where they actually do auto rig, auto animation for stuff like that, and blah 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 blah. But the Outer World, like the intro, like the animation of him being like the mad scientist, you can tell by his expression and his poses and the timing of the animation, like stuff you see like something you would see like someone who wants to get into animation. They do like crazy poses and silliness. It's just it surprised me. It got me really like, I really like this game. Holy crap, I can tell you put so much love into it. Because each character's emotes very well.
All right, yeah.
Even some of the NPCs. And some of the NPCs, I was like, wow, that's a really good facial expression. That's a good pose. More of an animation nerd on that.
Well, that's funny because I would kind of agree, but kind of disagree because I felt like they were a little bit stiff. Some of the animation was a little bit better than Fallout, but not by much for me. But so in terms of animation, like CGI, like I would have to say Guilty Gear was a big surprise for me. The new Guilty Gear. That is like, it got me super hyped for the game. And then like they just like transitioned into gameplay, right? So that was wild.
Oh my god.
Super wild. And so I think I like how they're the way they're using camera in that game is super impressive. Because it's just like how Street Fighter 5 is kind of, it can be, but they're doing more of it in Guilty Gear. And Guilty Gear is like more anime. I don't know how else to explain it. It's more anime with their poses. And so like, I think there's a lot of oomph to all their shots. Whoa, those zombies gonna get in? Yeah, ooh. Hey.
Well then, thank God I did this.
So, I had to give it to Guilty Gear even though that game isn't out yet, but in terms of like this year, I guess technically I would have to... No, that's not a good one. Maybe Control. Maybe Control. Because Control has some mad hype scenes and very Twin Peaks-esque. And I really enjoyed Twin Peaks. Like, they're pretty... I don't know if bold is really the right word here. Very, it's very different what they did with the game. And it's kind of weird at first to get used to, but I pretty much I thoroughly enjoyed the scenes in that game. Which, by the way, if you ever want to try, maybe like push it towards Emily and see if she likes it, because I know she likes Twin Peaks. I think that game would be right up her alley. She could probably play on an easy mode or something. I don't know, normal mode. I don't know how crazy she is about third-person shooters, but everything else about the game is nuts. So,
I mean, she likes BioShock. BioShock's her favorite.
Well, even better because this game is even weirder. Like in a good way.
Nice.
I really need to go back and finish it, by the way. But I think I just stopped because we were trying to record something else. All right, so yeah, that's my answer. So next, what do we got? So I did best letdown of the year. So best game you want to play but think you don't have time for. Yeah.
Outer World.
Outer Worlds, really. We just talked about how the game's short.
It's more of like I'm working on my thesis and I just don't want to commit something like a big commitment time. Because with Outer World, when I first played it, I actually spent a whole day playing it and I was like, oh, this is great. I miss doing that. and I'm uninstalling because I cannot do that. With like Overwatch, TFT, I can play one game and stop and just move on. You
And be
know,
satisfied.
and be satisfied. With Outer Worlds, like I want to know this, I want to go further with this. Oh my god, you know, that type of stuff, and that's.
But I
Reason-
feel like you put in like a full day's worth more and you just beat the game. I'm pretty close towards the end myself. I've been kind of playing it here and there. But like we talked about, it's known to be a shorter game. But that's
Right.
okay. Mine is Disco Elysium. I feel like if I try and get into that game now, I might be too invested. And I hear how good it is. I want to play it. I really want to play it. But I might play it after I'm done with my thesis. But yeah, those are
That's
good
fair.
answers though. And also just, I hear how that game, I read a little bit more on it, where like it's very minimal on combat, come to find out. And and the game really encourages you to play how you, kind of like role play how you think your character would play out. And it kind of,
like
it's kind of like
Kinda
very
like Outer World.
RPG. No, not, kind of. But I think this is more like you're more invested in the character than you think.
oh, okay.
In very good ways. So I'm very excited to look forward to it because you play as like a very dysfunctional detective, I think.
Yeah.
And it just sounds fun. Anyways, yeah. What's your next one?
What is a unexpected? Oh, what is a? What do you call it? Not, I guess, like what is considered like what is like the best indie game you ever played, but it's like no one really talks about it, or you learn it from a weird source and you like, or a random YouTuber, and you're just like, oh, wow, this game's really cool. How come no one talks about it? Oh, it's been working on, alpha. What? So like, and for example, I will say, I'll lay out that my game would be Star Sector, which is a resource management space fleet type game. And the space combat is kind of like Star Trek in a way, but you control like a fleet. And there's like so many different ways you can play this game. Like you can be a pirate, you can be a terrorist, you can be like a what do you call it? Like a businessman, a trader, a warmonger. So, but it's like very active. It's not like, Civilization type style. You actually move the ship and travel. You have to worry about like having how many warp engine fuel, how many crew you have, and manage and tell them like, how many you need for the ships. And then you can customize the ships the way you want them. Like you have a tanker. It's like it carries a lot of fuel. But you can also set it up where you can like rig it where it can kamikaze to another ship and explode.
I've never heard of this
So,
game.
like-
What's it called?
It's Star Sector.
Okay.
It's really interesting. It's like I learned this from a random YouTube. Well, not random. I learned it. I forgot. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Like Sass Inch, and he like talks about the
Oh
game.
my gosh. You
And
serious?
it's just like, and you spend $15 and you use they use a third party PayPal whatever to buy the game, and it's yours, and it's in beta, and they still updating. It's like a small team. It's like been working on for 5+ years. So I'm like, what? And the game feels complete.
Interesting.
So it's kind of like Dwarf Fortress or like, Europa. Those is like small cult group of people will play those games, and like no one really talks about it because like it's a niche game, but it's really fun for me.
So we're looking for best indie games?
Yeah, I'll say best indie games that no one really talks about, or you learn it randomly from one person, from a source.
It might have to be My Friend Pedro. But I'm not so sure. Oh shit, I'm dying. Hold on. Not again, not again! Okay. When did Night in the Woods come out? I don't know if that counts.
Last year, 2 years ago.
Damn. Okay.
I remember when Dodger played it.
That's fine.
See,
Oof.
yeah, I mean, Knights of Wood. My friend Pedro is probably no one really talks about. I think I heard a couple people played it besides you. But yeah, it's like, but it's a really good game, isn't it?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I'm trying to figure out if there is another one I can think of, though. You just sort of like compete with it. Because I didn't expect that or Nova, except that it was published by Dead Revolver. Or wait, is it Dead Revolver? The people that published like Enter the Gungeon?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Red Revolve. No. Did we talk about this last podcast?
Yes.
Yes.
I have, yeah, I would say my friend Pedro, because like it became like a very WTF game, and I like shooter games. I saw it like at E3, I think, maybe, and then like I don't feel like enough people play the game, although there was like no replayability, I don't think, but it was fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Right.
I want to like Baba Is You though, but that game's frustrating.
Oh, that is a odd.
It's a weird
game.
choice. There's nothing wrong with the game itself. We just sucked at it.
Dear Lord.
I felt really incompetent playing it. And there's a guy here stuck in the water. I will dig him out.
Yep. No, that's our trap.
Don't we want people living in our house? I don't know.
I mean, yeah, but I want to make a zombie trap. That's what I'm trying to figure out how to do.
But if we keep the merchants away, what? I thought that's the whole point of the base.
Oh yeah, I guess the zombie trap won't work. Yet.
Alright, so best game that you stopped playing for whatever reason and should really get back to now that you think about it. So mine would have to be Outer Wilds, not to be confused with Outer Worlds. Outer Wilds is it's a very narrative-driven game, but like so in a nutshell, it's basically an Interstellar Groundhog's Day game. And I pitched it to you like a while back, and I played a little bit of it, and it's bonkers because it gives you like this little bit of narrative each time you go explore, and it really gives you this incredible sense of exploration in space, and you're just like in this like rinky-dink spaceship that you go from worlds to worlds, but there's like so much to explore that's just like, what the hell is going on here? Like there's like one planet where you see like sand just shifting between two planets, and you have 24 minutes to figure out what you can before the whole galaxy blows up.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then you just like wake up again and like restart your whole day of launching. It's bonkers. Oh shit. Oh shit. Not again, not again!
Games I should go back to?
That you I guess like something that you really want to go back to the more you think about it. Oh my god. I'm never gonna get back to my shit.
Do you need some help?
I don't know, maybe. But it's a very treacherous journey. I tried to build a house, but I realized I can't build over these cactuses. Sad times.
I don't have one at the moment, just because like all the games that
It would have been League of
thinking
Legends,
about-
maybe. But
it was
you're already back
that's
to it.
I'm already back to it. Yeah, same with Street Fighter because of Champion Edition.
Would you want to go back
Hearthstone because of new
to
decks.
Outer Worlds?
I mean, that pretty much the list you just said is kind of the same. What I'm gonna say, yeah, Outer Worlds. So yeah, the Outer Worlds. That's just same thing.
Yeah, I don't know any other games I started but didn't finish. But Outer Wilds was a oddly specific one, just cause like I really enjoyed it, and I'm like, why did I stop? I think I was like, I thought maybe we would play it together, and then I moved on to the next game already.
Right.
All right, your turn.
What is
Number one question.
Yes, the number one question. Since 2020 is like within 2 weeks, what game are you excited for that's coming out next year?
No, oh, that's a loaded question.
Because there's a lot of good ones out there.
Yeah, I don't think this is a really fair one, but all right. What are some of your? How about? I can name you
Just
five.
top three.
I can name you 5 or even 10, just off the top of my
All right.
head.
Give me. Well, we'll do top 3.
All right.
Guilty Gear, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I don't know what's coming out next year, but the next. Oh, what is it? The new From Software game. They showed an E3. Oh no.
I don't remember who makes what. I mean, what From
Dark
Software
Souls.
makes.
Dark
Oh,
Souls,
is that
Sekiro.
the? Did they make Ghost of Tsushima or something? Or is that
No, that's a different one.
Okay.
Well, while I'm thinking of that name, but that was my top 3. What is your 5?
I guess it would have to be Resident Evil 3 remake, Cyberpunk,
Oh, yeah.
Final Fantasy 7, Doom Eternal now. I'm excited for the new Dark Pictures. I think it's called Little Hope.
Mm-hmm.
There's also another game called Bleeding Edge. It looks. I want to give it the benefit of doubt. I hope it doesn't get crushed like that one game that looked like Overwatch and MOBA.
Paladin.
Not Paladin. The one that Battlerite. Battlerite just outright died.
Oh, yeah.
Paladin is still there. But Bleeding Edge looks like a new Borderlands meet Overwatch game.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Yeah. That. And on a side note, I think Destroy All Humans remake is up there.
Oh, my goodness.
Because I played that when I
the
was
game-
in. I don't remember when it came out, honestly. I think I played it at my friend's house back when we were just like.
Right.
A bunch of nerds.
A lot of people like those games. I never played it. Oh, the game? Elden Ring. That's what it was.
I feel like
It's
I've
just
heard
a-
that. I just don't remember it.
No one really knows what's going on. It looks sick, and it's from Software, so we're just like, yeah! Because I liked Soulborn games. And who's the other games you mentioned? Oh, yeah. There's a lot of games. Cyberpunk I'm excited for.
It better live up to the hype. Resident Evil 3 remake looks good too.
That's coming up next year.
Thought so. I could be wrong.
Oof. But yeah, there's a lot of good games coming out next year. I'm excited for. I know I'm not gonna get Final Fantasy 7 until I graduate.
No,
That'll
why
be
is
my
that?
graduation present. Because like, as soon as I get it, I don't want to do anything else but play it.
I don't know. I feel like that could be said about any game, but all right, all right.
I mean, that's true, but I'm excited for that game. All right, so what's your list? Or your last?
I would have to say best frustrating game you wish you were better at award.
Can we give you 5? Overwatch?
Whoa, 5.
League of
say.
Legend.
Sounds like you having a real issue here, buddy.
Street Fighter, Tekken, and Age of Empire 2.
Okay. I think mine was just Team Fight Tactics. That's all I got for that one.
I do have some issues.
Street Fighter, I feel like it's whatever. I just play for funsies. I don't know if I feel that competitive with it, but Team Fight Tactics is like, it does feel more personal because it's like a one-on. Well, I mean, Street Fighter is a one-on-one too, but it's just, I don't know. Team Fight Tactics is just more frustrating because I don't understand how to make things work out the way it should.
It's a lot more harder than the other auto chess. It's because item play a big role.
Well, besides
games.
that, there's a lot of variables, including like rolling with the punches. That's the hardest part.
I just see you run, punch the bunny, and just get out of my way.
I didn't trust it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, that will conclude our list of shitty game awards, right? Yeah.
Yeah. This is our opinions. We like to know exactly what's your guys' like your favorite game, or what was considered the best 2019. That's a good question to ask for you guys.
Oh my gosh, did we even talk about like best game of 2019? We just kind of like
All right,
lost
we'll do
over
that one. Let's do that. What's the best? The best. The best. This is when we sing Foo Fighter. The best. The best. The best of you.
Yikes. I don't know. Do you have one? I didn't really think about it.
Nope. Because like I believe I will say if I had a chance, I would say Sekiro as well. But since I never played Sekiro, the games I think is best right now is I hate to say it, The Outer World. I'll just say that again. I'm sorry, that's like my one go-to answer. I have played other games. It's just The Outer World just surprised me and it makes me happy. And I enjoy it. I want to go back and finish it.
All right. I mean, it's not a bad one. That's for sure. A Plague Tale might be up there for me, but Outer Worlds has that like RPG element that I really enjoy. Like if I had to compare the two, like it's like they're both really solid stories. I would even argue that like the Plague Tale has a better story than Outer Worlds, but the gameplay wise, I think Outer Worlds is funner.
I will probably agree with the story. I mean,
oh, but then Resident Evil 2 was up there too. Oh
yeah, that was a really good one.
That might have been my biggest surprise. And there's a few games that I feel like I'm not like we could probably toss up there because people might be like, "What the fuck?" But I didn't play Star Wars Jedi. I hear that's a really good one. I didn't play Sekiro. I played some of Devil May Cry 5. But I'm saying like all these games like I just didn't play, so I don't know.
I mean, there is one money
or Untitled Goose Game.
It's tiny. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I've been
But I
playing
didn't play it, so
Age of Empire 2 Definitive Edition is pretty damn good.
It's all right.
Let me see. For RTS game, I enjoyed that a lot. River City Girls was a pretty fun game. A little bit I played. Pokemon Sword and Shield. I know I don't understand the controversy behind it, but it looks pretty good. And there's people are doing competitive and doing those breeding competitive Pokemon, so that's interesting to hear.
Are these games that you want to play?
this is the games I want to play. I want to play Pokemon Sword and Shield, River City Girls, more Age of Empire, Street Fighter. Oh, Redemption games, Street Fighter Champion Edition. The patch came out like a few days ago, and like everyone's having a ball with crazy shenanigans with the.
Well, those are
new
updates.
Vigo
We're talking about
patch.
releases,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, I mean, sure, yes.
It gets kind of complicated when we just start with updates, because then we already said that about Path of Exile.
That's true.
All right, well, that's our list. Hope you enjoyed. Babadee, badababadoo.
Yeah.
By the way, it's like minus 5 degrees this morning here in Michigan. Hope you guys are
Oh my
staying
God.
warm.
Yeah, and everyone have a wonderful, happy holiday and New Year's.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Yeah.